What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're doing another rebuild on Madden 20, and this one is a Patriots rebuild post Tom Brady, of course. This is going to be a rough one for them, and they lost a few of their defenders as well. They lost a lot of players. They lost Goshkowski recently. They lost a lot. So this is going to be a very interesting one, of course, with the real-life draft class. I wonder if they would debate tanking for Trevor, if they even need to. They might end up winning only 6 games max anyways. But imagine they get Trevor Lawrence and he's like a freaking god. That would be surely something. But, of course, that's what we're going to do here today. Also, if you like the increased amount of rebuilds lately, maybe leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to say, and also, wait, not just that, but I think Thursday, probably Thursday, we are probably going to do a rebuild live on Twitch. So I can't guarantee that because I am the least committal person in the world lately. But twitch.tv/JeromePKR. Maybe leave a follow. I definitely need to stream more often. We're definitely streaming more at some point, okay? Also, still send me those questions for the 50K Q&A. But this is the roster we're dealing with, which is, it's a roster, right? You got Winovich at star, thankfully. Got 2 good corners. I don't know how long Gilmore's going to last, but these corners should, the number 1 and 2 should be set for at least probably 3 seasons minimum. So that's not the worst thing in the world. And then offensively, the team doesn't look too bad. Where the hell is what's his name? David Andrews. Is he hurt or what happened to him? He might have actually been hurt, like literally physically hurt. Let's see what we can do in free agency, though. All right, let's start the draft. Pick 23. This is a tough one because obviously there's a QB there. I kind of want to take one. However, I also think Patrick Queen could be a really good pick for this team. Bentley is only 24 in fairness. Dante Hightower is 30. A pass rusher wouldn't be terrible either. Yeah, there's a lot of needs on this team, so maybe we shouldn't trade up even a sliver. Let's go to 20, and if Patrick Queen's still there, we'll take him. Honestly, at 23, I think the most... they took Patrick Queen anyways. I think the most common thing here would be quarterback. I think they would end up taking Jordan Love. So that is who we're going to take, Mr. Jordan Love. 70 overall hidden. Apparently, he's supposed to go 83, but he obviously will not fall that far in real life. At worst, maybe the first 40? After the first 40, that's it? Other than that, no. They don't have a second-round pick. I don't like that. Was that from the cheating? Of all the drafts to not have a second-round pick, that's harsh. Let's go to the 3rd round, and we might end up trading something from next year to get something here. I don't know if there's something worth it. We did end up getting Jacob Hollister back on the team, and I know Herbert's there, so Jordan Love probably would have been there, but that's not the point. Isaiah Hodgins might be a worthy trade-up. He might be. I don't know when he goes, though. You would think by now I would, but I don't. Yeah, this team needs wide receiver. We're trading up. Well, maybe not trading up, but we're trading to the Bengals. We end up trading a 3rd and a 4th next year for pick 1 here in the 3rd round. Of course, this team is expected to do pretty badly. I did trade him a running back as well. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Burkhead. I don't know why they would even want him, but yeah. Isaiah Hodgins, I think, is going to be our pick. 21, 6'4". We almost never get him, and finally, we bring him in. Kind of similar to N'Keal Harry, but he has hidden now. Of course, N'Keal Harry kind of lost his hidden dev, which makes him a bit harder to develop, but still not impossible. I did not know Albert O was there. They would have definitely traded up and gotten him instead. I'm happy, though. We do know Albert O is normally a beast. We obviously don't know the dev of any of these guys, you silly goose. Let's go to the pick 23. Someone like Shaquille Quarterman could be there. How many times do we want to do that move is the real question. We'll see. Quarterman's still there, man. Any of the safeties there? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, though. We never get him. How old is Sony Michel? He's got to be pretty young, right? 24, 25? How much can one man really dev? That's the question. Nah, screw it. We're going to take him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, hidden development, 21 years old. Solid running back. Guy that kind of fits their team pretty well, I think. We got to go Van Jefferson. We have to. I keep forgetting he's 23, though. Yeah, that's not a good decision, actually. We traded up to round 5, and we are going to take a lineman. Matt Hennessy or Parker Braun. Matt's the better player. but Parker's got the better hairdo. I mean, this team does need a guard more, so we're going to go Parker Braun. He is older, though, so, I mean, he's going to start right out the gate, but yeah, it is what it is. We're going to go to the 7th round, and we're going to take a kicker. Obviously, this team lost their kicker, and nobody wanted to join us in free agency, which, honestly, I don't blame them, because you're going to be kicking the ball quite a bit, probably. A lot of field goals. Are the kickers gone? What happened here? Oh, I just didn't put him on the list. We're going to go with Jonathan Song, change it up a little bit. 74 overall, 90 kick power, 84 accuracy. We have another pick? I will take that. We are desperate for the picks. And I actually kind of want to take all of these guys. I'm going to go Dayon. You know the joke by now. We gave the Seahawks 2 7s next year, which is actually a pretty big steal for them. Because obviously this team is most likely not going to look too hot. And then we're going to take Aaron Brewer, a guy we've never taken before once. I've been watching National Treasure because I never watched it before. And honestly, after watching it just reminds me that you guys are all a natural treasure to me. Natural? Damn it, I ruined it. I didn't even mean to joke like it either. Jordan Love with star development. I'm going to have to see if we have all the numbers right. I want to start doing that if we can have all the numbers proper. I believe we know the dev of most of these guys. Star, right? I think all of these guys are star, all the hidden ones. Star, 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 not star, star, star. So everyone's a damn star in my book. Especially you guys. So when did tight end guy go? Wow, really? All the way here? Normal development, but still fast as it gets. Thaddeus Moss right before him. But yeah, Alberto would be a great pick for this team. Not that it's going to matter too much. This team's probably a bit a ways from getting back to that good old New England status. We trade James White and Mohamed Sanu to the Dolphins for a 4th-round pick. Mohamed Sanu was a very, very bad decision. And then James White is no longer needed. He's up there in age and needs a contract rather soon, I believe. And, of course, we have our running back set anyways. We can't really pay 3 starting running backs. We basically got a younger James White here with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And, I mean, offense doesn't look terrible, right? We just got to look for a tackle. Because I didn't realize we actually needed a tackle, not a guard. I completely forgot about tackle. I think one of them was playing out of position, so it made me believe. Copeland at left out. Yeah, our linebackers are not great. I'm debating on what we want to do here. Like, should we really be in a 3-4 multiple? Like, where's Winovich going to play? Do we just play him at right out? Yeah, screw, let's play him at right outside linebacker, whatever. This is such a weird roster, though. Because your left end and your DT, basically, I mean, they're not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be the DT. Are like 260, 271 pounds. And then your right end is 315 pounds. Like, what am I seeing here? I don't like any of this. All right, so here is the starting roster for the first official season. Once again, offense, not looking that bad. We got some potential with Hodgins, maybe even N'Keal Harry. Edelman, of course, is like 538 years old. He looks like he's going to star in a James Bond movie soon. Of course, QB and running back, not bad. Defensively, we have cornerback pretty much locked up, like we said before. Jawan Bentley's not a bad middle linebacker, and then Winovich is decent. But for the rest of it, future-wise, not looking great. And hell, some of the starters aren't even looking that great. Safety is going to be needed. Of course, like we said, middle linebacker, left outside linebacker. Hell, even Winovich, he's 24, and he's only 70 overall at right out. That's not super promising. While the D-line, you got Lawrence Guy, but even he's, up there in age. So there's still a lot to be done, but we did solve most likely one of the hardest positions with Jordan Love, and you need to get a new shirt there, pal. You got a big hole in your left arm, not in the hoodie. What? We have some re-signings, one of them being Mr. David Andrews. We'll give him a 2-year deal, and then J.C. Jackson's going to get a long term. Whether he's going to play the slot or not, he's worth it. Maybe. We paid him like 11 per, maybe 12 per, but this team has a lot of money, and the talent is not the same in the terms of a lot. Should we just give Lawrence Guy the 2 years? Well, what's his block shed? He's a very good block shedder. Let's give him a 2-year deal. Jason, I think, would be gone. He might actually literally be gone. He might retire. Dante Hightower, I feel like it'd be better just to tag him, honestly. You'd probably get him, 14 mil for the 1 year. Talk about a set of upgrades. 3 upgrades, you get +2 to speed. Yes, thank you. All right, if we win, we might be in, and we are in. Did we steal? Oh, I thought we stole the division. Clutch, 10-6 without Brady. One hell of a system. I'm sorry, okay? It's just funny because there's no way in hell real life the Patriots are going to go this well. If they do this well in real life, I mean, it's definitely going to damage Brady's reputation a little bit. Obviously, he's still a beast. Jacob Hollister, excuse me, would you kindly share 1,078 yards and 12 touchdowns as he comes back to his original team? This time, they don't disrespect him, and he should definitely be star. If he's not, I give up on the tight end position forever in Madden rebuilds. Just doesn't matter. Jonathan Song, yikes. I'm going to be looking at kicker again. Surprised his performance wasn't enough to knock us out of the playoffs. Jordan Love, please. He probably won't be, but please. Offensive Rookie of the Year? Yes. That is monster. Absolutely monster energy. Where was... Love was number 9 as... You know, it's not bad in general. What about Hilaire? Nope. Hilaire almost got a freaking... I mean, he got a breakout. He just didn't succeed. Offensive line, you got a couple of names here. You got 3 of them, it would appear. Defensive line, Simon at number 4. He needs a contract, and we might have to try and re-sign him now, which hurts me deeply. Kicker, Blankenship at number 2. Gotta love when that happens. And, of course, the leader of the AFC East will be decided after this one because, you know, it's going to be between the two. Take a look at what overall Jordan Love is. I don't think he would have done enough to get to Superstar, but, I mean, he still had a really good year. 78 overall, and, of course, his throw power went up tremendously. I think it went up, like, several. I guess I can't show you. Well, whatever it started as, plus whatever it is now, you know, there you go. Receiving wasn't great, once again, outside of Hollister, so I don't even think we should be here, and this might even ruin the whole end game of this, but who knows? Might be able to sneak one out. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. Ooh, I like the weather. I'm honestly starting to think maybe the Buffalo Bills could be our franchise next year in the legacy. Like, I'm seeing a lot of snow games. When we do rebuilds, I see a lot of snow games in Buffalo for, what is that called, for the playoffs, which makes a lot of sense. Could do a different New York team as well. I don't know. We should definitely choose a bad team. We'll talk about that at some point, obviously. His game is very manageable for both teams. It's just we can't seem to score. They clutch up, and they do win by 3, unfortunately. Took too long to score from our side. We got the tie game with 3 minutes left in the 4th. Jordan Love, definitely not ready yet. But that's fine. It's fine. You know, we did all right to at least get here. Buffalo didn't really do much better, though, so it does kind of hurt to lose to them. And, you know, this old draft pick thing's kind of a problem. Of course, somehow the Bengals. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, why are they in the Super Bowl? Why are they even in the playoffs? Joe Burrow is good, but he's not, like, gonna save them in 1 year. It's just not gonna happen. Looking at any potential dev-ups, which I see none on offense besides Mr. Hollister. Nice, you know, little career extender from him. Maybe he does it again. Who knows? Really wish he would have went Albert O now. And then defensively, Simon did go up to star, which, I mean, it helps, right? He lost 2 power move, a speed. He's okay. And then I believe that is it. Actually, no, Jason was already star, I think, right? Oh, yes, Jason McCourty's done for. That's a harsh regression. Let's go for our re-signings, I suppose. Dante Hightower, 15 mil. Oof. We might try to get him back in free agency. Simon, too. These guys are expensive, man. Like, none of these contracts make any sort of sense for us. Like, they're so expensive for very average players. We did give Dietrich Wise, though, a 2-year deal. Hoyer, I think we can let go. Jordan Love seems to be the quarterback of the future. And if Stidham is the backup, we got some dependability there. And I think we're going to let everyone else go. Most of these guys are, what is it called? Depth players, so we can definitely replace them in free agency anyways. We have 70 mil to work with, so if there's some big names here, which there usually aren't, we definitely can afford some. If we're looking at biggest need, wide receiver is definitely up there. Edelman's definitely going to drop down to the number 3 spot, as he's still good. Well, actually, let's see if he's even worth keeping. Okay, yeah, he's always signed pretty friendly contracts to the team. We probably will look to release Cannon. I don't know why I clicked on Shaq Mason. Marcus Cannon, we saved a decent bit of money, so we would save money there. Middle linebacker, huge need. Safety's a huge need. Both sides, both players there. and D-line. But it's not the worst team in the world. It's just very bad. It's Austin Hooper, of course. Don't know why he's in free agency at all. Shaquille Barrett. What did they sign him into in a real life? It was a tag. So this could make sense for us to actually go for him. Calais Campbell in real life, it's a 2-year. That would be a huge steal, though. 85 overall, man. Oh, it'd be beautiful, but obviously it's not a realistic move, unfortunately. Kevin King, for some reason, is always a superstar. He must have did something in real life, tackles or something. Maybe it was deflections. Well, we got 2 guys. Shaq Barrett, in fairness, is a giant one, and Dunlap playing on the defensive line is decent as well, but not losing, but not getting Zach Cunningham does suck quite a bit. All right, so we know we don't have a 3rd-round pick in this draft, but we do have a 1st and a 2nd, and the biggest needs on the team, a wide receiver could be nice. We'll see, who's there. Tight end, I don't think we have to worry about it. Hollister might not become some super high overall tight end, but he's obviously very usable. Number 48, interesting. Offensive line, obviously, in the future, we definitely could use someone. Might even lose Marcus Cannon here in a moment. Anyone else? Offensive line, I think, is good outside of that. We have a bunch of 28-year-olds that should play till they're about 30, 31. We got Ryan Kerrigan, but we don't need him. So he'll be a backup once again for us. Cornerbacks, perfectly fine. That's like the one defensive position we're fine on. DT we need. Middle linebacker we definitely need. So middle linebacker, safety, probably on the top of the list. All right, the priorities have changed a little bit. We got Dean Lowry. We got Jake Elliott. We got Ogba. We got Kyle Long. And then we also got Alexander Johnson, who's not a bad defensive tackle. A number 2 middle linebacker. I think we'll move Long to right tackle, and then we could release Mr. Cannon. All right, pick 22. We have a couple of guys late in the first. We also have this guy. I looked at middle linebacker first, and he looks solid in the combine grade. And honestly, we've seen it in the past. It doesn't really matter what the dev is for these guys. So even if he's normal, which hopefully he's not, he's probably worth the pick. So we might try to take him late 2nd. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not. Redskins with another top 2 pick. Take a really good player in Roth. Some decent-looking players in the top 5 so far. But then again, that's usually how it works, doesn't it? We have a tackle, and we also have a corner. Oh, damn, Chargers got themselves a good QB with an interesting last name. So far, most of the corners are there still, so hopefully that stays the same. Hey, slow your roll here, pal. Slow it. Please, a few more. And he's gone. Nice. Corey Bush was my guy, and I don't know if there's anyone else there. Let's take a look. Oh, there was less corners than I thought. No wonder why. Damn it. And there really wasn't any DTs. I didn't even get to finish scouting this guy either, so I have no idea. This tackle looks pretty good. Do I want to risk it on him, though? I mean, I guess so. There's really no one else. So Brian Main. Okay there, pal. He's not a bad player, but normal development is quite bad. I don't even know. Like, does he start? I honestly don't know if he starts. I don't know what to say. And then you look at our draft board here, and there's not much here either. You got Matthew Barker, but wide receiver is really not that big of a deal. Do we reach on Wembley? Great combine. I'll reach on Wembley. And he is a steal. There's no way they made it that obvious, though. Really? How are you going to make it that obvious? Like, this is a pick you would take whether you knew he was good or not. His skills didn't look good, but that speed, that's all that mattered to me, and he's hidden. Okay. Definitely worth the pick, though. Obviously. Briggs, late 4th. Never got to fully scout him, but let's go to our next user pick. If he's even there, we'll take him. And next pick is in the 5th round. Damn, everyone's just gone. Mid-6th, mid-5th. We don't... We're going to trade this down. Rams offering a pretty good trade here. 4th and a 5th next. I mean, this is a very high pick, but still. Kind of wanted them to have a good pick because they actually gave us a good trade for once. Somebody actually gave us a good base trade that we didn't have to fight for. I mean, there's literally no one here. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just glad this is a Patriots rebuild because, the Patriots are kind of known for trading down. This guy, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can sneak out a hidden. And we do not. 65 overall. At 22 years old, he's not the worst. You could probably develop this guy. User, 92 injury, 94 stamina. This guy would be kind of fun. Wish he was a little bit taller, but this guy looks like a beastly power back. But for us, obviously, just not a pick that matters at all. And then our final pick is a 6th round pick, which we will, I suppose, take a fullback. Need to replace Devlin. And we land a 70 overall hit. And so, depending on that middle linebacker, I mean, even if the middle linebacker is like Superstar or X Factor, probably not a great draft from us, but at least we landed somebody, I guess. You know, that tackle we've had in the past. I've said it before. A lot of our picks are great, and we're lucky that they're hidden, you know? And here's the dev. He is only Yeah, this is one of our worst drafts, but that linebacker is still very, very good. Take a look at that cornerback, Ross. It's not even Ross. It's Corey Bush. Oh, he was normal anyways. Wow, the devs in this class just weren't great, were they? For the most part. Of course, some of them are actually good. Lonnie Roth. Wow, just a beastly corner right out the gate. What's his dev? Star only. I figured he was going to be X Factor, honestly. Freaking looked like one. Anton Medlock. Oh, this guy is good. That guy is an all-pro. Star dev only, man. The devs were weak in this class, but oh well. Was this the tight end we were going to go for? Man, we did not do well. I mean, luckily we got that super fast linebacker, but it was the most obvious pick ever. So if it wasn't for him being so obvious, we would have had all normals, all bad picks. That is harsh. Also, I didn't mention, but David Njoku decided to sign with us for a 1-year deal. Do we start him? I don't know. I like Hollister. He did really well. Yeah, we're going to start Hollister. But we had money. I decided to offer, and nobody wanted him. We left the offer in for a while, and he finally decided to cave and said, oh, screw it. Also, I think we might move. Should we move to a 4-3 proper? Winovich makes more sense on the D-line. Barrett probably does make more sense as an outside linebacker, though. Honestly, we're just going to look at what this team is better at. So 3-4, where's the 3-4? Base 3-4 is 90, while base 4, we'll just do base... I don't know. I guess we can at least go to a more traditional 3-4. Makes a little more sense. But linebacker, I don't know what to do now because obviously Wembley needs to start. He needs to at least be number 2 because he's, you know, insane potentials. Alright, so we have some re-signing. Stephon Gilmore wants a 1-year deal. I'd be more inclined to give him a 2-year, to be honest. But I think it will get cheaper as he regresses. Okay, really? I did not think that was going to be an issue. Isaiah Wynn will give him a 5-year deal. Money shouldn't be a problem until hopefully we get a true game changer at wide receiver or, you know, Jordan Love's contract when that comes up. But right now, I mean, there's not really many players we have to re-sign. We gave Bentley a 4-year deal, which I think works for us. We might actually even give Sony Michel a 3-year. I think we will. It makes sense. That's good backup money. And then obviously we'll re-sign Gilmore. And then if Devin McCourty decides to stick around, I'll re-sign him as well. Okay, this is a pretty big win. We got Chase Winovich to Superstar Dev. We're in the playoffs if we win and the Bills lose. Can that happen? It did, but we lost. That is unfortunate. How do we get better but play worse? That makes no sense at all, but it is what it is. They lost several games. They lost 4 of the last 5, man. You gotta be joking me. Here's Jordan. Okay, at least Jordan Love Superstar. How does he have this season and we still don't make the playoffs? He might have been MVP. Sony Michel with 13 Why wasn't Edwards-Helaire the number 1? Excuse me. Van Jefferson and Hodges are both potentially superstars now. Edwards-Helaire, really weird season. I don't get it at all. It makes no sense. He was the starter. Maybe. Oh, does this team run a lot of power running plays? Wembley might go to superstar. So, as far as non-playoff seasons go, I think this is hands down our best season in rebuilds. Like, that is insane. Like, you would have thought we went like 12-4 with this. This season's insane. Jordan Love was MVP at 8-8, missing the playoffs. Mahomes was number 2 at 5-10-1. What in the world is going on here? I mean, I'll take it. As far as, you know, it could have been a missed playoff season and a bad season. But, you know, we did get to where we got to. Wembley with a Defensive Rookie of the Year. We got some awards there. Sony Michel at number 9. Number 2 and 3 for our wide receivers. Not bad. Appears, I mean, we didn't change anything. The only thing we changed was our scheme. We properly went to a 3-4 and changed the playbook to an actual 3-4 instead of a multiple. Everything else is the same, except we moved up Van Jefferson and then moved Edelman and N'Keal Harry down. So it seems like that was a good decision, and I don't regret it one bit, as we, like I said, are likely to have 3, maybe even 4, depending if Jacob Hollister did enough dev-ups on offense, which is ridiculous. Let's take a look at the Pro Bowl roster. Speaking of, some of those guys might be on here. How did Jordan Love at MVP, best AFC QB, not get number 1? I don't even want to, know. Hodgins and Jefferson, nice. Tight end, Hollister at 3. Offensive line, we had the left guard at number 2 spot. Backup anyways. Backup right guard. And I don't know if anything else. Dean Lowry? Okay. I'll take it, I suppose. Wembley did not make it. Cornerback, I don't know if that's R. Jackson. It probably is, right? 5'10". I think it is, yeah, because Josh is taller than that. We had a lot of Pro Bowlers, considering we didn't even make over 500 or the playoffs. The Super Bowl between the Browns and the Falcons. The result is the Falcons. I actually kind of felt like it was going to be the Falcons too. Let's take a look at these devs, please. So everyone that I did expect to make it, dev up wise, did. Jordan Love is balling out, though. I will tell you what. We got some. Okay, this is huge. This is very huge. That's what she said. Wembley did not go up in dev, which is kind of shocking, to be honest. And everyone else that didn't go up in dev makes sense to me. Chung, I believe, did retire. I didn't even put Day on there, but he's a decent player there, so that's might be his future again. We'll see. But we're in a good spot. We just have to, fill some of the needs. Devin McCourty, we could definitely use. Let's be honest, though. Unless I offer him, 9 mil, 7 mil is probably not going to be I just knew. There's some players that just don't. I don't know if it has anything to do with when we're re-signing these guys, but some just don't do it. They just don't come back. I gave Dunlap a 1-year 5, but he didn't want that either. I suppose let's go to free agency, see what we need, though. So 60 mil. We don't have to re-sign anyone yet, from the first class. Running back, I think, is fine. Edwards-Helaire is an 81 overall. He's still got lots of time to dev. Wide receivers are actually pretty set right now. Of course, Julian Edelman did retire. Tight ends are good. Offensive line is good until someone starts to regress. Anyone else? So safeties are definitely an issue. Gilmore regressed a little bit, but not by a lot. 2 overalls. Lost 1 speed, but he's still very fast. Very, very good. Really, the D-line. We need to get better in the trenches. We need to get better at safety. So down low and up high. Lamar Jackson. Oh, my. Why does he make free agency? There's got to be some signing they did in real. No, it can't be because I don't know. But why is he always here? I don't get it. Jair would be so sick, but we can't do that. We could actually offer on Harrison, but no, he's 80. I didn't know he was an 84. That's a lot of money. Why are the Bengals willing to pay that? A lot of tight ends here. Devin, come back to us. We won't even be mad. Give you the same offer. 103 points. Really? Really, game? I'll give it to him, though. He deserved it. So we got McCourty, we got Damon Harrison, and we got Dunlap. So we're getting some guys that are, once upon a time were some of the best in the league. But right now they are on the lower end. But we have a lot of money, and there's really no one else there that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to get who we can get. Damon Harrison's a pretty big upgrade over kind of Dean Lowry. And then Lawrence Guy is going to be gone after the season. We're going to be looking to replace those guys. This D-line is definitely in shambles. We may be able to sneak, a safety in the third or the second, while we can maybe trade up from the first up a little bit higher, because obviously we're going to be, we missed the playoffs. We might be able to land a DT. I don't know who's in here yet, though. Pick 15, that's doable, right? Pick 15, extra 4th round. Or do we have a third, or was that last year? I can't keep up. So we see early first here. However, this guy, that's a guy. I think we're going to take this guy at 15. I think we have to, right? We pretty much have to take him at 15. We'll add all these guys, too, just in case somehow one of them's gone early. We need pretty much all the D-line we can get anyway, so let's just have them all on the board. Like we said, pick 15. Hopefully that DT's there. That's our biggest need. We will take a look at the safeties, though, as well. The safety, no. I didn't even scout the rest of them. Why did I scout the rest? Vince Hobbs, though, decent. I don't know if we can take Zach Bailey. However, you look at 7.0, mister, here. Very slow for a 5'9" guy. That, you're definitely, relying on that combine grade, even though it's not great. But Nick Mull's looks like the best available. Please be good. Oh, he's good. Pick 4 is supposed to go, pick 4. We took him 15. We knew he was going to have good skills, but we didn't know about that dev. Could have definitely been a normal guy. Oh, we cannot go past this because we might need someone. Do we have anyone? Who's this? Yeah, no, thank you. Mike Richmond. Maybe. There's running back Cassidy Irwin. That's a really decent-looking running back. What the? Stiff arm and... Okay, that's interesting. Hartman, early second. And then I didn't even finish scouting this guy. Nice. What's the point of scouting, right? Who cares? Like, I can't just take a random guy, can I? Cassidy Irwin, Jeremy Booth. Why do the Giants need another running back? So greedy, man. They're just so greedy. Raphael McAllister, that's a really good pick. Apparently, 72 overall. I don't know if his dev is good or not, but yeah, that's the one position, though. If you get a bad dev at corner, GG, it's not going to be very easy to get the dev up. Left guard, Easton. Oh, was that the tackle right before us? Oh, man. Hopefully not. Probably was, though. It was. Nice. We didn't even scout this guy either. Mike Richmond is very slow. What about this DT? Marlon Sims. See, that strength is not very good. I want to see how good he is at the end of this thing, but yeah, for us personally, we can't do that. Vince Hobbs looks like a starter, but we need more than one guy here. We might just blindly take some of these guys, honestly. Troy Goodwin. Do we risk it? We're going to risk it. Wow, okay, this guy's actually solid, but once again, another normal development player. I'll take it, though. I mean, as far as a blind picks... Ooh, did we make a mistake? And we probably still will have the 5th round safety, hopefully, but that might have been a mistake. We'll see. Ooh, the outside linebacker is still there. I don't know how much of a need it really is, but I'm willing to take this guy, take a risk on him. And it was a good risk, 25. Wow, we are landing a pretty good draft. I mean, that guard, we literally went in blind. Pick 5, please tell me that safety's there. Watch, ironically, the safety's the one guy that's not good. Oh, he is there. That was close. Pretty much the entire class is gone for us. And, okay, he is good, but he is normal. I don't think it matters too much because, once again, it is a safety. Why does he kind of looks like Gilmore a little bit, ironically enough? And then pick 15, we have all undrafteds. Did we get everything we needed? I was hoping one of the other safeties would have been there, but it makes sense. They all did say, like, early, I think. Joe Magana might take him, and then Vernon will probably take. But I think we're going to trade down a little bit unless we have somebody. That's the one thing, like, I always say it, and it seems like nobody really cares too much, but does it matter to you guys if we do trade down, like, the 4th or 5th? Because on one hand, it is, like... It makes no sense to constantly be trading down, not taking players throughout the draft. But on the other hand, if a team in real life knew for a singular fact they would not use the player and he would be of no contribution, they wouldn't take him, right? So it is weird. I don't know. It's weird. But do you not just have to blindly take someone just to make it realistic? I don't know. We'll throw this guy in the list just for the hell of it. We'll trade some of them, but we'll just take some picks blindly if we have to. How come the Niners are so... The Niners are projected to do pretty... The Dolphins usually pretty well at this point. The Vikings are always bad in Sim, so we'll go with the Vikings. I think we added a guy to the list, and even he was gone. I think it was a DT. So we traded a few more picks for the Redskins, what is that called? 4th next year. But we do have these final picks left, and we will use them on these random players. Michael Favors, let's just take him now, I guess. As far as a blind pick goes, that's not bad. I mean, I suppose he'll be a decent backup. And then the guard in the 6th round. If we have another pick, we'll take the fullback, but we don't. We'll take the guard and, hope for the best. Malcolm Vernon, 3rd. And 68 overall, not bad. These aren't bad picks, considering, like we said, but... Yeah, the first 3 rounds were actually really solid. Maybe that strong safety has a shot. I don't know. Normal dev for a safety isn't the worst. You could definitely get a dev up for there. All right, Nick Mills, not Moles. I might have called them Moles earlier. These are the most obvious players. I don't know if it's just like a glitch in the game, but those type of players are normal. Those type of players are always X Factor, it seems. I don't understand how. Rayford, star development. Doesn't really shock me. Those linebackers are very commonly stars. Is that the only hiddens we had? I mean, they're good because Mills is obviously a huge one. As D-line, we've been struggling this whole time. So we got ourselves a defensive lineman at least. And we got a couple of starters. Not terrible stuff. Maine will still start. And then Goodwin, he'll just play backup until, the first guy starts to fall. Receiver still needs to get better, but 2 superstars is definitely not a bad way to go. Well, this is what the roster looks like. It's starting to come together pretty nicely here. N'Keal Harry is most likely going to be let go. Just never developed properly. And he's a decent possession guy. It's just he's not going to put up those big numbers that we need, big touchdowns and all that. John Ross is signed in free agency. Maybe he will because he is obviously fast. A little bit different from the other 2 starters. And then a running back, Edwards-Helaire. I wish we can get a little bit more Deving from him, but of course, he kind of split the backfield with Sony Michel as expected. And then looking at the defensive side of the ball, we do have Wembley at the number 1 spot now. Outside linebackers are looking decent. And then the D-line did get better with that big upgrade with Mills. However, it's still lacking a little bit. And, the strong safety. Maybe he'll get a dev up, maybe he won't. Hopefully he does. And fix your damn sleeve. All right, so we have some more re-signings. Of course, Gilmore's on that list. Joe, we will give a 3-year... Holy money. I would like to have that money just for myself. Jonathan Jones will get a 1-year deal like he is requesting. Can't believe he's already 28. Things are insane. McCourty will most likely be retired. Chase Winovich, we will give him a 4-year deal. Whether he starts in, all those 4 years or not is regardless. He's a very good backup at minimum. We're going to lose some of these guys, but once again, we have so much money, we just need to get some players that are worth signing. I guess we'll give David Andrews a 2-year deal. Why not? Even if he's able to only play 1 good season, it's worth it. And then Gilmore, once again, let's just give him the contract. He's going to be fine for another year, and we're glad he got it done. So there we go. Everyone is signed that we can. All the other ones are either going to retire or just aren't worth it. Jake Bailey, actually, we might re-sign as well. But yeah, re-signing's done. Headed to the playoffs, and this is quite shocking, but... Okay, of course we lose, but 14-2. I don't understand how we go from 10-6 to 8-8 to 14-2. We lost to the Bears, who was the other team. The Bengals. I don't understand how the Bengals are always so good. But look at some of these scores. 59. Jordan Love might actually be an X Factor. He actually might. Let's take a look. Oh, he's an X Factor. How is he so good? I don't understand. I'm telling you, there's certain teams. If we did a rebuild, we actually did a Bengals one recently, and it went out pretty well. Edwards-Helaire, maybe superstar. Hodgins is probably an X Factor. Van Jefferson has a chance at X Factor. Hollister, potentially superstar. This team went off this season. Blocking was pretty damn good, too. Tackles were low outside of Wembley. Shaquille Barrett, 13.5, not bad. Mills, meh. Winovich, meh. Picks. Hobbs, not bad. 85 tackles, maybe. Normal, it doesn't take as much of a good season to get up. So, the good chance he could go up to star, which would be nice. Offensive yardage, number 1. Defensive yardage, number 6. So, we had a really good season. MVP again, it is Jordan Love. Already making the title for me. I don't even have to freaking think about it. Any Rookie of the Years, Hobbs, number 2. That'd have been a nice win. Love at number 1 QB. Helaire at 6. Hodgins, number 1 wide receiver. And Van Jefferson slips at 10, but he's still there. We have 4 linemen on the list. And our right tackle is probably not too far behind. Shaquille Barrett, number 3. DBs, Hobbs at number 5. Kicker, number 7 for Jonathan Song. We have a bye week. This actually could be... I don't think we're going to get better than this. So this could very well be a Super Bowl run. It really could be unfakeable for Mr. Chase. He's not bad at all. He's actually pretty fast, too. 85 speed. We're an 88 overall. I don't think many teams are going to be... 88's kind of the overall you want to be at around now. So we did really well again, even though a couple of the drafts were 50-50. Some of them were unexpected low devs, but still pretty solid. I mean, I'll take it. All right, going against the Bills, who stole our playoff spot that one time, and we have not forgotten it since, obviously. Start of the second half, we will be up 17-0. Start of the second half, 24-0. They finally get points. But this team is dominating right now. This team, I can't believe we got to this point. This is kind of shocking. Jordan Love in the last playoff game wasn't hot. This one, he smoked the competition. Even Hilaire was like, you know what? I'm going to dominate too. Hodgins is proven to be a beast as well. Some of the moves we made have been absolutely amazing, and Jordan Love, by far the best of those. We didn't change the offensive scheme at all, and this is how it's going. Going to the championship game already, it is the Colts. That's not a bad team to face. Dak, apparently their quarterback, I don't know if the Cowboys decided not to give him that long-term deal, or they decided to trade him after that. Maybe they drafted someone in the draft. I do not know, but apparently he's their QB, I guess. All right, this one's a little bit more of a 50-50 battle to start. Right to left is us. There we go. A touchdown for us. 14-3, 14-10. I'm not liking it. I'm liking it. I'm not liking it. I'm liking it. I don't like it. I'm scared. How did we get all the way down and we didn't score? I don't know what's going on. That has to be, oh my God, what is that? The Undertaker. What in the world was that? But either way, that is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen in the divisional or the championship. Was that a whole second half with no scoring at all? Okay, man, if you say so. Dak doing Dak things, and that's not a good thing. Rushing was very good for us. Receiving, Hollister and Hodgins, it's going to be one of those two, if not both, every time, doing well. Winovich showed up this time. Shaquille still got involved. And J.C. Jackson, MVP of the game without a freaking doubt. Not even a question about it. Hopkins, ironically, I tried to sign him in free agency one of the years, and it just did not go. This is a very successful rebuild. Like, I actually can't believe it. We're doing really good. I guess well should be the word. Hodgins is a freaking, he's about to be a 90, I think. 92? My math is hard. That's weird to say. How good is he? 90. Oh, he's good. He's amazing, actually. Hodgins is carrying, dude. He, obviously Love is as well, but Hodgins is balling out. Going against the Panthers, 88 overall completely. Let's take a look at Jordan Love, who's an X Factor. Hodgins, who is an X Factor. Does not shock me at all which ones we got. Oh, it's beautiful stuff. It's a beautiful sight. How good is Jordan Love? So he has Protect. Oh, man, that would be OP. Hot Route Master doesn't really matter. Clutch, Pocket Deadeye, and Inside. He is a very good QB. Wow. Is he number one in the league? Actually, you got Lamar and all them. But pure, beastliness, he might be. He's very good. What's the throw power? 94 throw power. I mean, look at how good he is. Oh, it's filthy. And then looking at the defense, Shaquille Barrett, I figured there was a chance he could have, and he did go up to X Factor. He's been a very well worth it decision, and he almost has that 90 overall ability. Hopefully he doesn't regress. Hollister didn't go up, little surprised, and then Van, not super surprised. And then, Ross didn't go up, that's kind of harsh. Let's take a look at how the Panthers got here. Did they have to play the wild card or no? They did not. They won 20-7 to the Niners. That's impressive. Championship 31-28. That's not super impressive. So we might be able to pull this thing off. 88 to their 85. Ooh, and Luke Kuechly, get the hell out of here. What did he announce? He's coming back. A lot of people are retiring at 29-30. Seen Travis Frederick. That's unfortunate because Travis Frederick, you can kind of tell it was pointing towards that direction that he was going to retire, which is harsh. All right, come on. We've been through way too much. 14-2 season. Jordan Love has shown up tremendously. Some would say he was a reach at pick 23, but he has been proven to be one of the greatest steals of all time. Can he do it? He looks like he's going to. Uh-oh. Chill out. Chill out. Yes. 31-28. What an interesting score there. That's an interesting one. The Patriots are back on top. Brady was a system QB all along. Obviously, this is just absurd. I'm actually shocked. He was doing better than Brady was, even when Brady was a better overall. Like, I don't understand how that's possible. Jordan Love is a freak. He's absolutely... hey, Patriots fans, make a case to your team, because this is insane. If this could happen in real life, that would be saddening for most of the league. I'm not going to lie. Jerry Jeudy on the Panthers. Interesting. They could definitely use him. And Jordan Love had a pretty solid Super Bowl. As far as playoff games go, that works out. And then in the biggest stage, as young as he is, 24, just about to be 25, impressive stuff. And this was another really successful rebuild. We've had a good set of runs. Now, if we do that rebuild live stream, I will assume that it's going to go just horribly wrong, as they usually do for us when we go live. But not a bad look at all to win a Super Bowl here. And the Patriots are back on top already. Everyone thought they had a chance. Like, oh, a couple of years, yeah, maybe 10, 20 years until they get back on top. No, it's just took a few years, and there they are. And Hilaire really showed up this season, did well. Did he go up in Dev? I didn't see. I don't think he did, but I definitely think he should have. And numbers on defense, both teams were pretty clean for the most part, so there you go. But hey, another successful rebuild in the books. And let's take a look. Did Hilaire? I think he was star. I don't think he went up to super. Yeah, he didn't go up to super, but he's still a superstar in my book. And that's all that matters. But anyways, that's the rebuild. If you guys liked the video, maybe leave a like on the video, subscribe. Also, like I said, I think we're going to do that live stream maybe Thursday night. So if you have a team suggestion, let me know. Obviously, there's plenty of teams that I could think of, so we'll probably do one of those teams if no one suggests one of the teams, I guess. And then tomorrow, in video terms, should probably be Superstar KO and Flyers. And then Thursday, I think we'll probably upload an edited version of the stream, maybe with some other video in front of that. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video,